Welcome to Atlas, a brand new game from the people who made eNtaK. This game is very similar to eNtaK, but there are a lot of differences. And in this video, I hope to bring you some basics to getting started in the game, basics of survival, how to build your first raft, and a ton more. Now, I plan to bring a lot of Atlas on the channel, so definitely make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you're interested in more Atlas content. Also, I will most likely be doing a giveaway, so make sure to have your notifications on so you see when that pops up and be one of the first people to be a part of that. And also comment below and let me know what you think of the game and if you want to possibly get your hands on the game. So like I said, this video is going to be a guide video that will help you hopefully start out in the game, because if you've never played eNtaK or you've never played this game, obviously it can be quite daunting because there's a lot of things that go into this game, same as with eNtaK. And so I hope to bring this, hopefully this guide will give you some ease into that and will help you along your way. Now if you did play eNtaK, it's very, very similar to that. Slight differences, but it almost feels like an eNtaK reskin at times. So first and foremost, when you first come into the game after choosing your starting spot and region, I would highly recommend tweaking your settings to give you the best look and also the best FPS that you can get out of the game. eNtaK in this game can be quite laggy, so doing what you can to avoid any issues will definitely help you out greatly. Secondly, make yourself familiar with the key bindings and change any of them if you want, such as like your push to talk key, or you can turn push to talk off if you want, lower voices, whatever you want to do. Just tweak those things, will help you with your gameplay. Once you have the general grasp of all the key bindings and things like that, what you're going to want to do is familiarize yourself with the UI and the inventory, because it's a little bit different. Now the crafting, the skills, and various effects that you can get in game will be slightly different from what you might have experienced in eNtaK if you did play that. Now in your inventory, you will find all of the various things that you can equip, craft, get access to your skills, the company area, which we can talk more about that maybe in a later video. There's a lot that goes into that. It's really cool, and you know, there's plenty of different things you can look at in here. So we'll go more into depth, like I said, into those as we go along in the videos. So when you first come to the game, you're going to be in a level locked area. This is going to help like people start off in the game, so you're not going to get like overwhelmed or killed or something like that. And it's just going to be easier to start off in these different locations. These free port areas basically is a little city, and there's different things you can do here. You can travel to different locations, you can get a ship, there a whole bunch of different things. So first off, when you first come into the game, you know, kind of wander out of the city, and then it's not really a city, but wander out of this area and then go into like the tropical area. And what you're going to do is gather some supplies such as fibers from plants, berries you get also from plants, and like turmeric and things like that, thatch by hitting trees with your fist, etc. Level up that way, okay? So you want to level up first, and the reason why is that once you've received enough experience to level up, you can then go into your inventory and you can select one of the various points to invest in, such as health, fortitude, weight, those types of things, and you can see what they all do essentially if you hover over. Everything can be like, you can gain more information by hovering over things in this game. So once you've done that, you'll be able to go into your skills, and then within your skills, this is going to be, I mean, there's like a bunch of different types of things that you can unlock and different trees essentially that you can like go into, but you're going to unlock these basic skills at first, and the first thing that you're going to unlock is most likely the basics, and you can also unlock the spear too, because you're going to get multiple skill points. But the basics, this is the first thing that you're going to unlock, because with this, you're going to get stone axe, pick, basic clothes, bed, and your torch. Okay, and this will allow you to progress the quickest, obviously, because you're going to have better tools to do different things, although gaining levels early on is not very difficult at all. Like I said, you're going to receive 2 skill points when you level, when you first start off, and so you can select another thing if you want to. Now, if you, like I said, hover over each individual skill, you can read a description about each thing, as well as if it unlocks any craftable items. And so it'll be very important for you to look and plan way ahead, so that way you can sort things out and how you want to play the game. Maybe if you're going to be like a solo person, going to go a different route, or you want to build a base, like those types of things, you're going to want to look through the skills and kind of figure out what path you're going to choose. Similar to eNtaK, you know, you're probably most likely going to have a certain number of skill points. You're not going to be able to unlock everything unless you're on a server that probably allows you to do that. Like, I feel like it's very much a reskin of a lot of aspects of eNtaK, and so most likely that will be the case. And so you're going to want to plan out what you want to do. Now, after you've unlocked the skills that you want, go back over to your inventory to view the things that you can craft, the new things that you can craft. And when you look at the bottom there, you'll be able to look at each individual thing, and you'll be able to see the various things required to make them. And so from here, it's very similar to Ark. Use your pick to hit trees to get more thatch, hit stones to get flint, stone and metal, use your axe to get wood, meat, and hide from animals. You probably use your axe too to get stone, same type of thing. And so it's very similar to Ark. Now, if you haven't played Ark and you don't know, when you first start off, you're going to be able to, like, once you unlock these things, you're going to need several different ingredients that you're not going to be able to get by just punching. So, like, for stone, you're going to walk around the beach and look for stone on the ground and pick it up. And then once you have that, like, you can punch trees and get wood and thatch. Getting wood by that method might take a long time. Actually, it took me quite a while the first time. And so, obviously using your axe instead of your fist will be better than going around punching things. And you actually even take a little damage from punching trees and whatnot. So, like, once you get the required materials to unlock those things, you're going to be good to go. And so then from there, you should be able to start progressing pretty quickly and gathering resources and things like that. Now, you can look at your atlas, your map, via the inventory screen to get an idea of how massive this world is. It's gigantic. There can be up to 40,000 players in the world, so it needs to be massive. Apparently, from what I've read, it will take 30 hours with a large ship to travel straight across the world in a straight line, which you can't do, and so it would take even longer. But if you could travel straight across, it would take 30 hours to travel in a straight line. So think about going, it would take a long time. So there are hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands, I don't even know. Lots of small islands on the map, tons of secrets to probably find, like tons of stuff in this game. And so lots of different places that you can go and explore and new adventures to go on. Now, you can also access your compass and your map by pressing M. It'll be like a little smaller version of both, but you can also bring up your map even closer to you by clicking. And so, you can also zoom in and out too. And so it could be really good to familiarize yourself with maybe your area. You can also bring up, there's a map that was released without the Fog of War that you can find online so you can see where everything is. It's a massive world. So once you have gathered these basic materials, maybe you got some meat. I would get some meat, get some turmeric, get some berries, some water, get a water skin, get some water, and basically stock up on things. Then what you can do is you can go and make your first little ship. It's a raft. And so basically in the free port, there should be a shipyardsman at the end of the dock. And he offers to build you a blueprint raft for 75 fiber, 20 hide, and 80 wood. Relatively inexpensive to make. Like, it's not going to take you long to get that if you got like an axe and things like that. So once you have the resources required, you can head on up to this little area, go to that guy, and just craft it from his inventory that pops up. And then once it pops up, you're going to have it's going to be docked there, and you can actually name it, and once it's made, you can just hop onto it, just jump onto it, and hit E on the sail to bring up the various sail options. So just go up to the sail, look at the sail, hit E or hold E, and you should be able to see the different options. You can control how open the sails are to dictate the speed. You can rotate the sails by specific degrees. You'll have to make sure to click within the option when you first originally bring it up to bring up the secondary option of the sails degrees. It's a little tricky to figure out at first for me, but once you do, you'll get the hang of it. It's pretty easy to navigate and quickly maintain. I don't know why they didn't use a rudder system. It doesn't make any sense to me where you can just control it. I think it's probably so that you can maneuver around when you're not, captaining the ship, but even then, it just doesn't make sense to me. So once you familiarize yourself with being able to control your ship, you can also hold E for more options on the floor of the ship to bring up the ability to repair your ship, lower your anchor on a ship, go into your options where you're able to access ship properties or scuttle the ship. Now, in ship properties, you actually have the ability to level up your ship, which will just happen in time, and probably through doing different things, you will be able to level up various different things on your ship. Now, on the raft, you can add additional weight, you can add crew spots, you can increase the sturdiness, and add accommodations to your ship and basically make things easier for you. And so hovering over each of these different things will tell you what they offer. And so upgrading your ship is going to be a very vital, important thing as you progress through the game. And the cool thing about this game is that you can start off with this little tiny raft, and then you're actually able to build a ship piece by piece in the dry dock. And so you can build a massive ship. And so like being able to do that and build it piece by piece is going to be awesome. And as you go along, you're going to be able to get bigger and better things in the game. And I mean, but here's the thing. From what I gather, this game is going to be potentially way more grindy than Ark is. And so this could involve a massive time dump, a lot of spent hours making things in this game. And so just keep that in mind as you go forward, that this game could involve a lot of different things, and it could be something that you really have to devote time to. So as I said before, it's very important to, before you set sail, to stock up on different items, because I found myself having some issues, and let me tell you what they were. So having water is going to be very important, and also eating various things like turmeric, berries, meat, getting sunlight even. All of these things come into play in this game, as you can get actual vitamin deficiencies, and so certain things will help you regain your status and not have that deficiency. So having all these various different things that you can find is going to be vital, because you're going to be able to consume different things that are going to give you various different like health benefits. And I think some of the berries in game are going to be very similar to what we saw with Ark. There's like acai berries and things like that. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, and hovering over everything tells you what they do. And I'm assuming that once the game goes live, you're going to have the ability to have a guide and have more information about things. And so having at least some kind of basic knowledge going into the game, like through a guide like this, could very well help you when you first start out, and kind of so you're not wandering about. So I don't really, I wanted to keep this short and simple, and I wanted to keep this guide very beginner oriented. So when you, like, your first like 10 minutes and 15 minutes in game or something like that, I did a video like this for Ark, and it seemed like a lot of people enjoyed that, and it helped people. And so I wanted to make another video specifically about starting out in this game and like your first 10-15 minutes in game. So I really hope that this helped you. I know I speak very fast, guys, but I hope that you understand that I'm very excited about this game, and I'm very interested in it, and I hope that this video has helped you. So definitely, like I said, make sure to subscribe if you guys are new to the channel and you're interested in Atlas content, because I'm going to be bringing you all kinds of, hopefully, videos on this and finding different things, and we'll have a Let's Play series and things like that. I'll try to do some guides and whatnot, and so I really hope that this benefits you some way. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.